What's up, everybody? How you doing today? It's Carpo again, here to spout some random philosophy about life. At least that's what I like to call it, is philosophy. I'm once again doing a trimming video because I'm sitting out here for hours on end by myself, and it's kind of nice to talk to someone, so I figure I'll talk to the camera. It's an interesting life to live, I gotta say. I've been going through so many different mindsets in my days. So many different ideas of what I think is important in life. And, I'm very fortunate, I guess, that I never took the approach that success meant money. Um, I was thinking about wealth lately, and we kind of use wealth loosely, like the wealth of information, that kind of stuff. I guess that would be a good thing. I guess a wealth of information it's kind of funny because I never really thought about it till just now. I've never heard that used anywhere else. Yeah, I guess I never considered the root of the word, but anyway, that's kind of a cool idea because information is basically wealth. Um, but I guess we use that word information loosely. When you're informed, and this is a key element to knowledge, because knowledge and information to me are different, because information is let's start with knowledge. Knowledge is knowing. So knowledge is what we know. What we know changes, so knowledge changes. As much as we like to think that knowledge is like this solid thing, that truth is solid. And truth may be solid, but the knowledge that we have about truth is not, because it's constantly fluctuating as we have new ideas and theories. Information, in its very essence, is informing. It's putting the information into a form. I don't know. Anyway, a wealth of information to me would be a lot of forming words that allow you, or a lot of forming ideas that allow you to build a better life. And I don't know, I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to explain what I mean by better life. I've tried really hard in my life not to be preachy, because I find that it's so distasteful. When I hear people preaching to me about what's important in life, I don't listen. When I hear somebody telling me what they think is important and what they've found, that's a different story. And I just feel like there's too many people out there preaching at us. It's like they're yelling at us, telling us what we should believe, what we should think. It's just a recurring theme, and it keeps popping up. I mention it a lot, but it's because it's something that's it's just constantly in my life. It's constantly in everyone's life. Everywhere we go, we have people telling us what we should do, what we should think, how we should feel. And so we have to inform ourselves in order to base a good, in order to create a good idea of what to do in the world and what we should do with our lives. So we inform ourselves, and then eventually, hopefully, we find out we were disillusioned as youngsters, and that the world isn't quite what we thought it was. In a good way, though, because it even gets better and better as we go along. And I think that's what it's all about, is to make your life become richer and richer as you go along. I remember thinking about youth and how I miss youth, but I haven't really thought that in quite a while now. It's like I think back now to my youth and I think, why would I miss that? I was ignorant to how to handle myself like I am now as an adult. It doesn't matter how smart a kid is, you're still a kid. And I had my ups and downs. I had good and bad points, but every kid is different. My life was I don't know, full of interesting twists and turns that when I think back on it, I don't even realize that, some of the ideas in life, until you get older and you see that the things that you learned when you were young did program you to an extent, that we are all products of our environments, but also products of our own ideals and theories and misgivings. There's a lot of finger pointing in the world. Something I mention a lot because it's something that I notice a lot. So when we talk about these issues, and this is one point I've tried to make in the past, is when we talk about these issues, we should, no man should no man should ever complain about the world's problems unless they're presenting a solution. And I totally agree with that, and I guess I should have a solution then. And my solution is for each individual to look within themselves and look at themselves for who they really are. And it's not something that we can do with the flick of a button, or just, all of a sudden everybody looks inside and becomes enlightened. I know some people hope for a return of a prophet or a creator, or even maybe an alien race, or maybe a cosmic wave of energy to bring us into focus, to bring humanity into focus, to help us all realize our true nature and our true purpose. And I don't really know if that's something that can happen, or rather, I don't know if that's something that would happen, even if it could happen, because we need to help ourselves before we're going to get any outside help. So we're not informing ourselves. We're not developing integrities. And we're spending too much time accusing others of irrelevant. Dang it. Damn caterpillars. Have to get rid of that nug. So, anyway. Distracted by nature. I don't really know what to say. I want change. I want people to become better, but I don't have the place to sit and say what is better. But I know in my heart what it is, and it's not what we have now. So when people talk about how well we've done as humanity, I just can't agree with that 100%. I think we've done a lot of great things. We've invented a lot of great things. Created a lot of neat cures and very helpful items, but we've also created the bomb. We've created weapons, plagues. But we can't dwell on that. It's just negative shit. I guess that would be one of my main points. Negativity is our enemy. Negative thinking is what's killing our society. I used to really feel the necessity to get angry at people maybe when they didn't get it or they were just ignorant about life, but I realize now that I'm on my own. We're all on our own, but we all have friends. Hopefully. Some people say they don't need friends. Some people are just happy with their beliefs or their work. But I think it's one of those natural laws, those true natural laws that mankind wants to love. And no matter how much we try to deny it, we want acceptance, we want tolerance, we want to love one another. And the reason why we seem so abrasive and hostile as a species is not because we are. because I don't see as much negativity as I see positivity, because that's what I choose to observe. And human nature is to observe that which we have accustomed ourselves to seeing. Everything's an illusion only in the sense that we create the illusion every day. We see things through our own goggles, our filters. And that's a good thing, because then we have different thoughts and different ideas. We can't leave it up to one person. That's why dictatorships suck. So, we have many people thinking about it. Unfortunately, when many people are thinking about things, it's, we're also hoping all the people are aware of all the situation, uh, all the different factors that are involved in the situation, right? We seldom are. We usually don't know shit. We usually just vote for whoever our parents voted for. That kind of stuff. I think that's changing, though. People are really waking up now, if you want to use that term. I don't know. I've had the discussion before with, I don't know much. But I do know that everything comes in cycles. And if I'm not feeling well today, then I'll probably be feeling better tomorrow. And this is the kind of thing that keeps me going. And although people don't realize it, it's the same thing when you look forward to a beer after work, or a vacation at the end of the year, or any, even a fix, from a junkie. It's the same thing. A vacation is a fix for the mind, a change, vacation away from reality, away from everything we have to do here. And having these things to look forward to in life is really important. And the more awake or aware a person becomes of the world around them, the more difficult it can become to embrace it without becoming somewhat depressed. And it seems like you need more and more, not in the terms of material, but of spiritual essences. People just get obsessed with certain things, get into various classes and projects trying to find their true selves, and I think that's great, but we lose ourselves in the process. It's in our nature to attach to somebody else's idea of what's important, and in my personal opinion, I just think it's very, very important to go our own way, but never to the extent where we're abandoning our fellow man, because the monks didn't get it right. You can't run and hide from humanity in a cave, because you are part of humanity. Now, let's picture someone who is spiritual of nature somehow and says that they want to leave society because of the way it's become, because it's corrupting their, essence. But at the same time saying that we're all one, and that we're one organism, that we're all one love, we're all one spirit. It makes no sense. This is why so many, people of various creeds, denominations, religions, groups, whatnot, give so much charity to the world, because it's not always in the sense of trying to make money or trying to gain somebody. A lot of people donate money and time to try to gain notoriety, and a lot of people do it because they love people. The little subtle things that people do in life that are important. I know I need to do more. I could contribute a lot more if I wanted to. Put forth a little more effort and try to assist, maybe some groups that need help or something. There's always more we can do, and I think that's what being human is. Just knowing we can do more. And having that sight, that ability to recognize that, is really the human condition. It's being conscious of wanting to help people, and when we don't do that, we feel guilty. So, I guess I'll end that rant. I hope y'all have a good night. It's getting kind of cold out here, so I'm going to move on indoors. Take care.